Hello, beautiful people. I'm Bertoni, and this is my channel. On this channel, we discover and uncover. I'll talk about nature, herbs, history, and even some spooky, paranormal, supernatural folklore and stuff. So, welcome to the chaos. Today, I'm starting a series on my channel called Uncovering the Forgotten Secrets of Mountain Grove. And today, that's my cat. Uncovering the Forgotten Secrets of Mountain Grove. And today, we're going to be discovering the square of Mountain Grove, and specifically the Bandstand. For those of you who don't know anything about Mountain Grove, Missouri, I hope this video helps you discover a small town gem. Mountain Grove has grown from a small railroad stop in 1882 to a town of around 5,000 people. Located in the heart of the Ozarks, about 60 miles east of Springfield, downtown Mountain Grove lies the beating heart of the town itself, the Mountain Grove Square. When I realized what a beauty this town had in its back pocket, I knew I had to find out more. So I drove down to the Mountain Grove History and Arts Center, which is located in the Old Rock Jail or City Hall. When I got there were names on the door that you could call. It was locked. What do you want, Merlin? I'm trying to film. There were 3 names on the door that you could call, and I followed my gut and called a woman named Debbie. I can't talk. She was very informative, and she knew every artifact that we came across. She knew a story or a fact or something, and I was really impressed with. I learned more about Mountain Grove in that afternoon than I had in all my life. She showed me the records that they have there, and it's kind of impressive for a small town. They have records there about the square itself and the bandstand and all that, and it was very informational, and shout out Debbie. So for the bandstand itself, it was built in the 1880s, and the original bandstand can be seen in pictures of a bare-grounded early square with streets of mud surrounded by a hitching rail. In 1885, a local teacher named Professor Baker began the town's first brass band. The band would play from the bandstand, entertaining people around as they went about their day. In 1915, the town built a new bandstand, the one that still stands today. At that time, a musical group was crossing the country by train, the Chautauqua group. When they pulled into the small but growing town of Mountain Grove, the then Vice President of the United States was with them. On August 3rd, 1915, Vice President Thomas R. Marshall dedicated the new bandstand to, quote, the average man, end quote. This new bandstand sits off-center in the square, and it is believed this is because there was a well pump next to the old bandstand. So when they built the new one in 1915, they moved it slightly northwest. In the mid-1980s, Mountain Grove decided to start preserving its historical buildings and its history. So one of the things they did was, after they beefed up, repainted and stuff, the bandstand that sits there today, they invited Vice President George Bush to rededicate it. To the surprise of the organizers, he actually accepted. So, on April 27th of 1987, Vice President George Bush rededicated the Mountain Grove Bandstand. If you talk to locals, the square has always been a place where people gather and socialize, and it's a place that quite literally has been the beating heart of Mountain Grove for almost as long as it's been a town. People gather around the square for festivals, celebrations, and parades. In recent years, the town has been working to restore its more historical buildings, again, that surround the square. As a history nerd myself, that is very exciting. So, full disclosure, what led me to look into the bandstand specifically was, I can't find it now. I had read a small story in like a ghost stories book, you know, like some folklory weird things that happen around. And the story was like, I can't find it, so if you know what I'm talking about, please let me know. But the story was, after the brass band quit playing, I don't know if someone passed away or what, but people would still hear like eerie music, and this was before they started playing like the music over the speakers and whatnot. So people would pass by the square and hear music that wasn't there, and I was like, oh. And so I figured for Halloween that'd be good. I have a hobby called Spirits of the Grove, and it's like paranormal investigation and research. You can't hardly see him because he's all blurred out, but there's a little ghosty there, and that's because I like little ghosties. I will put the Spirits of the Grove email down in the description, and my cat has decided to join me. You wanna be famous? Is that what you want? You just want to be on YouTube? I've got a film, buddy. You have to get down now. Okay. Fly, be free. So last weekend, my friend Danielle and I, the cat is back. Mwah! I love you so much, but you cannot be in my lap right now. Merlin. Love him. Last weekend, my friend Danielle and I decided to do a little experiment, and I unfortunately lost part of my footage. So I just have the Estes method, and even it is not in the best shape. But I'm hoping that those who want to stick around to maybe... There goes the cat again. My friend Danielle and I decided to do a little bit of paranormal investigation at the square. And from a couple of the stories that Debbie told me, I then shared with Danielle, and after doing the Estes method, some of the things started kind of making sense. So it could have just been coincidence. It actually kind of made sense, and it was a little bit heartbreaking. So stick around and find out. Love you guys. Okay, so I'm not gonna be able to hear anything, and
Are there any spirits here with us? They do. What era are you from?
Jesus. Kansas.
Were you familiar with the old Bandstand was here?
04.
04, is that a date?
Between seven.
047.
Devil.
Who is here? And it's not good of us.
Almighty.
How many of you are here? of the boys that were 17 years old? With the old schoolhouse?
Sister. Great. Amber.
Do you like the vehicles that come around the square that are loud?
One of them. Trees. Black hater?
Oh,
Go by.
that explains the Confederate monument.
Every day. You re-educate. Nothing.
Do you like how Mountain Grove has turned out?
Present hope. Hi.
Do you have hope for Mountain Grove?
Hard something.
Do you like how the square turned out?
Who said I? Girl.
They seem to acknowledge that I am here.
6 something.
Are there 6 girls stuck here?
Burned us. If I was a fish? Is that what that said? Probably not. Remember I gave...
Is there anything you want us to know before
They
we
cornered
close?
them.
Is there anything else you want us to know before we close? This might be the last message you can give us.
In the map.
You want us to find the location of the original bandstand?
Vocally.
Can you tell us how to get to the original bandstand?
Like they something.
They've moved.
90.
90? Alright, so at this point I'm going to go ahead and pull her out since we have been in this session for about 15 minutes. It's been 15 minutes. So
Okay.
I figured I'd pull you out.
Yeah. Did any
What's
of
your
it make
impression?
sense?
How
think-
did you feel?
That thing is going off.
Yeah, it's been going off for a while. It probably is. So
Probably
what-
needs zeroed.
What did you feel?
I felt, once I got like farther into it, I felt like there was more than one like voice.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that, because I really did filming that, and like I said, we had other footage, but I'm not the best with things sometimes, and I'm learning still, and it got deleted, ha ha. But hopefully you found what we did get to document either intriguing or at least entertaining. So drop a like, subscribe, please. It helps the channel grow, and I really wanted to keep doing this and educating people with the history, and then also maybe do a little spooky stuff. Who knows? Like the video, subscribe, drop a comment to tell me your favorite part and what you might want to learn about next. Alright? Stay safe out there, and don't forget to vote. Love you guys.